The race for a Mountain West regular season title starts tonight. New Mexico is coming off back-to-back wins against the Big 12 opponents Arizona and Houston. They're 5-1 at home and ready for a tough test right away. Boise State is led by the fantastic trio of Tatum Thompson, Natalie Pasco, and Danny Bays. All three players average over 14 points per game. Thompson was tabbed the preseason Mountain West Player of the Year, and Pasco joined Thompson and Lobo Destiny Hooks as a preseason All-Mountain West selection. These are the top two scoring teams in the conference, and it's big-time players in a big-time environment, and this year it all does mean just a little bit more. Lobos, Broncos, coming up next on the Mountain West Network. The climb to the mountaintop begins tonight. Two conference contenders clash in the pit, New Mexico and Boise State. Welcome inside the pit. I'm JJ Buck. Thank you for joining us tonight on the UNM Sports Radio Network and the Mountain West Network. And what a game we have. Game number 1 of 20 when it comes to the Mountain West regular season this season. And it means just a little bit more with the changes that are coming in front of us. Let's dive into the starting lineups. Begin with the Boise State Broncos. They come in 9-2 overall on this season. The head coach, Gordy Presnell, in his 21st year leading this program at 381 wins as a Broncos head coach. It begins with a 6'1" senior from Woodinville, Washington, 0 Tatum Thompson. Thompson leading scorer 16.1 points, averaging 7.1 rebounds with 2.5 assists per game, plus 1.7 steals. Then it's the 5'11" senior guard from Brisbane, Australia, number 4, Danny Bays. Bays averaging 14.5 points, 3.7 boards, and 3 assists per game. Then we have the 6-foot sophomore forward from Perth, Australia, number 9, Libby Hutton. Hutton, 7.1 points, 5.9 boards, with 12 blocks on the season. Setting the stage for the Broncos is the 5'9" senior guard from Billings, Montana, number 14, Maya Hansen. Hansen, 8.5 points, 2 boards, and 5.3 assists per game. Rounding out the starting lineup is the 5'10" senior guard from Danville, California, number 32, Natalie Pasco. Pasco averaging 14.7 points, shooting 51% from 3. So it's Thompson, Bays, Hutton, Hansen, and Pasco. Lobos are 8-3 on the season. The head coach is Mike Bradbury in his 10th year, and the starting lineup looks like this. A 5'9" junior guard from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 3, Destiny Hooks. Hooks, the Lobos' leading scorer at 15 points per game. Then you have the 5th-year guard, 5'8" from Dayton, Ohio, number 4, Alyssa Hargrove. Hargrove, 8.2 points, 3.5 boards, 2.9 assists, and 2 steals per game. Then you have the first-year Lobo at 5'11" junior from Luanda and Angola, number 10, Cassia Antonio. Antonio, 9.9 points, 4.9 boards on this season. In the backcourt, it's a 5'5" sophomore guard from Lisbon, Portugal, number 13, Joana Magalhães. Magalhães, 6.7 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 2 steals per contest. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Lobos, it's the first-year Lobo, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Mukono Seta, Uganda, number 23, Emma Najuma. Najuma averaging 2.5 points, 5.7 rebounds on the season. Najuma is averaging 11 rebounds per game over the last 4 contests for New Mexico. So it's Hooks, Hargrove, Antonio, Magalhães, and Najuma for the Lobos. And head coach Mike Bradbury is joined on the bench by associate coach Keith Freeman, assistant Kinsey Head, and assistant Nike McClure. New Mexico wearing the home white uniforms trimmed in cherry with a pop of turquoise, road blue uniforms for the Broncos with the orange trim, lettering, and numbers. What a matchup we have to begin Mountain West play here tonight. A fantastic coaching matchup, and two teams that returned the core of their team from last year. You look at the Broncos, and head coach Mike Bradbury said this could be the most experienced lineup you're going to see in a Mountain West play with Thompson, Bays, Hansen, and Pasco. And the Lobos are returning 6 players from last year's squad, though missing one of them in Clarissa Crank tonight, not available, missing her second straight game due to injury. These are the top 2 scoring offenses in the Mountain West Conference in non-conference play. Buckets, transition basketball, and a whole lot of fun here tonight. Our officials are Chuck Gonzalez, Mona Petronite, and Rigo Vasquez. And the first quarter is brought to you by Nusenda Credit Union, the power of we. The lights come up, the team's on the court, and we are ready for basketball. Twelve teams in the Mountain West Conference this season, 20 Mountain West games. The top 4 teams will receive that bye into the quarterfinals. So just a little bit more across the board in Mountain West play. It's Thompson and Najuma at center court. And it's won by New Mexico. The Lobos working left to right. It's Hargrove initiating the offense. Man-to-man defense for Boise State. Magalhaes, left wing touch with it. Working with hooks up top, straight on outside the 3-point line. Lobos back it off. Lobos wanted to make Boise State work, defending them, be patient with the basketball, work it around. They do that now. Right sideline, it's Hooks. She goes baseline to the basket. Layup comes up short, out of play, last touched by Boise State. Be Lobo basketball on the baseline. Broncos 0-2 in true road games this season. Losses coming at Colorado and at Utah. Inbound goes to Hooks. He's double teamed on the baseline. Ball on the floor. It's ripped away by Hutton. And the sophomore forward. Here comes Boise State in transition. Hutton has it. Left wing. Handoff. Goes to Bays. Bays guarded by Hooks. Thompson moves it to the right wing. Hanson. Over 5 assists per game this season for Boise State, working on the far sideline. Pasco. And it's an errant pass. Goes out of play. It's going to be Lobo basketball. Last year, the Lobos won in overtime against the Broncos in Albuquerque, 88-83. And Boise State won up in Idaho, 89-80. Antonio swings it to Magalhaes, who took her eyes off the ball, goes through her hands and out of play. The team's a little tight. Start this one. We've played 1 minute just underway here in the pit. Boise State working right to left. And off to Bays, has it left wing guarded by Antonio. Thompson in the post at the free throw line, fires a pass to the far sideline, 3-point shot, no good from Pasco. Misses everything, scooped up by the Lobos. Hargrove in transition, working with Antonio. That's a basketball now. Darts down the lane, layup, good. Lobos on the board, 2-0. Antonio transition, layup. Quick pass ahead in the hands of Bays. Bays works it into the post. She goes to the glass, can't convert on the push shot from the right side. Rebounded by New Mexico, outlet to Magalhaes. She has it working down the left side. She goes right to the hoop and lays it in. Same thing Antonio did, 4-0 lead for the Lobos. Thompson, 6'1" senior. Initiates the offense, it's kicked. Goes into the backcourt. It's a dribble handoff. She's trying to execute that here on the left wing. Bays coming through, take the basketball into the backcourt, so it's Lobo ball. New Mexico 2 of 3 from the field to start this game. Broncos 0 for 2. Motion offense for the Lobos on the perimeter. It's man-to-man defense. Boise State hooks, bounce pass to Magalhaes. Pump fake from the near sideline as it poked away from behind. The Lobos will inbound on the baseline. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 7:58. Game clock. Hooks catches the inbound, spins through traffic, goes up with it, and scores it. The Hooks spun through 2 defenders on the baseline. 6-0 lead for the Lobos. Pasco has it far corner. Comes back up top to Hanson. Guarded by Hargrove. Works over the screen. Pulls up 4-3 off iron. Najuma above everyone for the board. 6-0 lead for the Lobos. Hargrove into the front court. Works from the left side. Lefty drives baseline. Let's pick up a dribble. Come out to Magalhaes. They find Hooks. Lobos leading scorer. Steps into a 3-point shot in and out. Offensive board. Hargrove. Weak side. Wide open layup. An 8-0 start for the Lobos. Bays picked up by Antonio, lost the dribble. Antonio has it. It's 1-on-2 the other way. Antonio turns the corner, goes to the hoop, misses the layup, goes out of play, last touched by Boise State. The Lobos will inbound on the baseline. Shot clock at 27:02. On the game clock, Inbound at the hooks, mid-post, passes out to Magalai. She pulls for 3. Airballs that one into the hands. Pasco underneath. Hanson in transition. That's across center court. Bounce pass inside to Thompson, and she's fouled at the Mountain West logo. So it was on the floor. Boise State, the inbounding foul goes on Antonio. So we're going to see Jesse Joaquim, the 6-foot junior from Mozambique, check in, along with Natalie Padilla, 5'9" sophomore guard from Spain. And Joaquim coming off 13 point, 12 rebound, double-double. Quick pass, 3-point shot, top of the key, no good, comes up short from Pasco. Offensive rebound, Boise State, they reset on the perimeter, 15 on the shot clock. Thompson hands it to Bays, gets right back to Thompson, pull-up jumper, left side, no good. Hargrove, pass ahead in transition, Padilla has it. Probes baseline, comes back out with it. Hargrove swings it to Magalhaes. Throws around to the elbow. Don't bounce it out. 6:20 left here in the first quarter. 8-0 lead for the Lobos. High post touchdown for Joaquim. Lobs it to Padilla underneath, and her shot is blocked out of play by Thompson. The length of Tatum Thompson. Had 7 double-doubles last season. Senior from Woodinville, Washington. Hargrove caught the inbound, tried to go quickly back inside to Joaquim, but Boise State was able to poke it out of play. And UNM on the baseline with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hargrove the inbounder. Thompson in, Antonio catches. Antonio, Hargrove has it straight on. 3 seconds. Hargrove has to pull for 3, misses everything after a shot clock violation. 6:03 left here in the first quarter. 8-0 lead for the Lobos. Mexico 4 of 9 from the field to start this game. 0 of 3 from 3, while Boise State 0 of 5 from the field. Bays catches left wing, now gets it back into the hands of Hanson. Hanson has it poked out of play. Boise State ball in the front court. Inbound here on the near sideline as Hanson will check out. Morgan Maldonado, the 5'9" freshman guard from Anchorage, Alaska, checks in. Maldonado has it, guarded by Hargrove, quickly swings it over time. Hutton dribbles mid-post, far side, comes back out to Pasco. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson has it on the left wing, gets it to Bays. She pulls for 3 off back iron. Rebound underneath Joaquim. Hargrove has it. Will take it herself into the front court. Just under 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Antonio going under the basket, trying to reverse layup. It's deflected out of her hands. UNM still maintains possession as Magalhaes at the elbow. Floater from the right side, no good. Rebound, Bays. Boise State still looking for their first basket, pushing 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Thompson guarded by Antonio. Thompson trying to turn the corner, and it's fouled. Got Antonio off balance. It's been the second foul. Costing Antonio. Transfer from New Mexico Junior College, where she was WBCA Player of the Year for the Eagles. Antonio and Hargrove check out. We see Drew Jordan and Layla Abdur-Rakib in for New Mexico. 21 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound in the front court for Boise State. They work right to left here in the first half. Maldonado, the freshman, has it, guarded by Lobos freshman Abdur-Rakib. Switching things on the perimeter. Bays, guarded by Magalhaes. 8 seconds on the clock. They go inside the Hutton. Step through. Layup, no good. Missed it. And Joaquim with the rebound. Hutton had position on the block. Good look inside. Couldn't get it to go. Abdur-Rakib brings it into the front court. Lobos swing it up top. Magalhaes. Magalhaes crosses over, gets it to her left hand, back to the basket on the block, took contact from behind. Foul's going to go on Bays. That will send us to a immediate timeout. 4:31 left here in the first quarter. It's an 8-0 lead for the Lobos. And this is Lobo Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. The Lobos are just one of their last 8 from the field, but they got off to a quick start. They lead 8-0 over Boise State. 4:31 left here in the first quarter. Welcome back inside the pit. I'm JJ Buck with you, and basketball is better with crisp Bud Light at your game. Keep it crisp, Lobos. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. New Mexico out-rebounding Boise State 11-3. The Broncos 0 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, and this is one of the top three-point shooting teams Lobos going to see this season. Boise State averaging 41% from three-point range. Non-conference play. New Mexico 4 of 12 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. We got baskets from Hooks, Hargrove, Antonio, and McAleish. New Senda Credit Union is a proud supporter of Lobo Athletics. Get your New Senda Breeze debit card with no overdraft or usage fees. Learn more at newsenda.org/breeze, insured by NCAAW. 4:31 left here in the first quarter. Lobo basketball. They're inbound in the front court. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Magalhães, Jordan, Padilla, Abdur-Rakib, and Joaquim. 5 on the floor for the team in white. Padilla has it. Three-point shot up and in. Friendly rim as it rolls over the front. 11-0 lead for the Lobos. Jordan picks up base in the front court. Here's Maldonado, the freshman guard, staring at Layla Abdur-Rakib. Jordan goes for the steal, pokes away, comes right back into the hands of Maldonado. She attacks on the right side, drives, basket, throws it up, looking for contact. No whistle, misses the shot. Lobos scoop up the rebound. Magalhães with it in the front court. Abdur-Rakib, quick pass to Padilla, left wing. Jordan has it. Jordan spins inside, stops mid-post, and she did take an extra step. Turns it over. Maya Hansen checks in for Bays. It's been a tight rotation this year for Boise State with their win over Southern Utah. Everyone in the starting 5 played 30 or more minutes. Broncos within the front court, working right to left here in the first half. Near sideline, Hansen goes up top. Ball in the hands of Pascal, working with Hansen. 12 on the shot clock, Hutton sets the screen. Hansen takes it, kind of come back to Pascal. Lobos deflect the pass. Magalhães is able to grab it here in the near sideline. Abdur-Rakib pass ahead to Jordan. Jordan puts it on the deck, ton of contact, trying to step through the lane. And she draws the balance. She's going to have 2 free throws. And that's the athleticism of Jordan. She's long, 5'11". She took just one big step down the lane. Drew the whistle. And Jordan, the second-year Lobo from Washington, D.C., averaging 4.1 points per game. Played in 18 games last season. Had her season high in the Mountain West quarterfinals against San Diego State, where she scored 8 points. Can't connect on the first free throw. Fans, once you're done at the pit, escape to exhilaration and fun at the Apache Nugget Travel Center and Casino northwest of Cuba. Learn more at ApacheNuggetCasino.com. Go Lobos. Second free throw good for Jordan. It's a 12-0 lead for the Lobos. We have 3:15 left here in the first quarter. Maldonado goes up top. Pascal. Thompson has it on the wing. It's to Hansen. Hansen looking for Maldonado. Pressure from Magalhães. Already pressed Nell looking for the foul. Lobos being a little bit too aggressive. Maldonado has it swiped away. Abdur-Rakib picks it up in transition. He waits for her teammates. Flips it to Jordan. Jordan catches, goes inside. Contested by Garza. It's Kenneth Garza, the 6'2" freshman from Pocatello, Idaho, into the game. Foul as Joaquim was trying to scoop up the basketball. Maldonado dove in, took out Joaquim's legs. 13th foul on the Broncos. Goes inbounding on the baseline. Zia has it up top. She puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, lays it in. 14-0. Lobos leading Boise State. 2.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Thompson guarded by Jordan. Hansen has it. Abdur-Rakib with the ball pressure. Bounce pass into the post. Backing down, it's Garza. Garza up and under on Joaquim, misses it. Lobos have numbers. They're able to run. Abdur-Rakib finds Jordan. Open three-point shot. Too strong for Jordan. She had to pull the trigger. Left open as Garza fell to the floor after they missed shot underneath. Hansen, handoff near side. Maldonado works over the screen. Abdur-Rakib able to stay in front of her. Man-to-man defense for the Lobos. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Thompson open on the roll and lays it in the first basket for Boise State at 1:55 to play here in the first quarter. 14-2 lead for the Lobos. UNM motion offense on the perimeter. Jordan trying to cross over. She loses the basketball. It's scooped up by Hansen. Now numbers in transition for Boise State. Maldonado into the chest of Magalich. Layup comes up short. Pasco with the offensive rebound, put back, and the foul. A chance at a three-point play. One shot upcoming. Melissa Hargrove and Kyle Foster check in for the Lobos. Foster, 6'2" freshman from Pasco, Washington. New Mexico held Boise State scoreless until the 1:55 mark, and now Broncos looking for a little 5-0 spurt. Free throw no good, in and out. Pasco scored the last 4 points, 14-4 the lead for the Lobos. Hargrove, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists here in the first quarter. With the bounce out, lobs it in. The Joaquin catches at the free throw line. Foster, quick trigger three, near side, too strong. Rebound goes to Thompson. Pasco left wide open, right wing three, no good. Ball comes out of the scrum, scooped up by Thompson. Another offensive rebound for Boise State. With 60 seconds left. Three-point shot missed from Garza. She was left open from the top of the key. Lobos have it, up by 10. Adia, the pump fake from the near sideline. Crosses the lane, tries to throw up a shot from the left side. That's no good. Maldonado has it. She'll work her way into the front court. The freshman guard picked up by Hargrove. Moves it to Garza. Hansen takes the screen. Right-hand dribble. Comes back to her left. Looking for the post entry. Gets it on the block with Garza. Cutter inside. It's Thompson. Has in traffic. Stolen away. Ball on the floor. Joaquin dives on it. Jump ball call. Possession arrow favors Boise State with Hansen landing on top of Joaquin. Slow to get up. Emma Najuma is going to check in for Joaquin with 24.7 seconds left. The Lobos, great start to this game. Haven't scored in the last 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And still lead by 10, 14-4. Boise State inbounding. 24.7. The game clock, 20 seconds in the shot clock. Hayes goes inside to Emily Howard. Howard with the turnaround, trying to score it over Najuma inside. No good. Howard. A 6'5" transfer from Liberty. Lobos can hold for the final shot. 10 seconds left. Hargrove dives inside, finds a door key, pulls for three. It's good on the left sideline. And that'll do it for the first quarter. A 17-4 lead for New Mexico with the freshman Layla Abdur-Keeb hitting the three-point shot for the final possession for New Mexico. We'll head to the second quarter. Lobos, an early lead here on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. Second quarter here in the pit. New Mexico leads Boise State 17-4. JJ Buck back with you here courtside. And Lobo fans, bring your appetite to Buffet 66 at Route 66 Casino Hotel. All you can eat flavor just minutes from UNM. The Lobos ball to start the second quarter. New Mexico working left to right in the home white uniforms. It's Hargrove, Abdur-Keeb, Foster, Hooks, and Najuma. 5 on the floor. Hargrove. Pass to Foster. Foster finds Hooks. She's open in the corner. But Bass does a good job of closing her down. Boise State zone defense. Start the second quarter. Hargrove's going to pull for three. Too strong. Rebound underneath by Howard. Emily Howard, 6'5", redshirt junior from Vancouver. Hansen has it. Backs it out. Hargrove on her. Boise State just 2 of 15 shooting in the first quarter. 0 of 6. From 3. Didn't score their first basket. There was a minute 55 left in the quarter. Hansen comes back to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Foster. Gets him on the deck. Passes out to the wing. Hansen has it. Works over the screen. Top of the key. Jumper. That's a long 2. Straight on. It's good for Hansen. 17-6. Lobos lead. It's Hansen's first basket of the game. Hargrove. Far corner trying to go baseline. And she's fouled by Bays on the floor. And the second foul on Danny Bays, the senior guard. Bays averaging 14.5 points per game. She'll check out, but Natalie Pasco will check back in. Pasco averaging 14.7 points. Izzy Harms will check in, the 6'1" freshman forward from Eugene, Oregon. Inbound goes to Hooks. She catches at the free throw line. And that's going to be an illegal screen on Hooks on the handoff to Abdora Keeve. Hooks 2 points in 4 minutes in the first quarter. 1-3 from 3. Lobos are 7 of 19 from the field in the first quarter. 3-point shot rattled in from the right wing. Pasco. Just like that. 17-9. The Broncos can shoot threes. They can erase deficits in a matter of just a few possessions. Just underway here in the second quarter. Hooks has it left wing. Ajuma sets the screen. Hooks. Hezzy at the free throw line. Gets inside. Turnaround jumper from Mountain West logo. No good. Comes right back to Hooks. She puts it up and scores. The tap out offensive rebound right in the hands of Hooks. Makes it 19-9. Thompson guarded by Foster. Thompson passes, slips inside, catches underneath. Lobos bring 2 players to her on the baseline. Caught by Harms. She has it straight on. Swings it to Hanson. Hanson, right wing, works over the screen, and there's a shoulder from Howard setting the screen. So a couple illegal screens both ways here early in the second quarter. Magalice checks back in for Abdora Keeve. Abdora Keeve last week was named the Mountain West Freshman of the Week. Had 13 points in Lobos' victory at Arizona. Now the video will check in for Foster. Lobos finished non-conference play with wins at Arizona and then last Saturday here in the pit over Houston. Magalice inside, draws 3 defenders. It's a turnaround jumper from the lefty. It's good from the Mountain West logo. 21-9. As Hargrove is pestering Hanson all the way into the front court. Thompson catches far elbow, lobs it inside to Howard. Howard back to the basket. Power dribble, left hand finish, good for the 6'5" center. 21-11. Lead for the Lobos. 7:25 left here in the second quarter. Adia fires a pass to Hargrove. Quick trigger 3 from the near sidelines. No good. And Thompson grabs her 3rd rebound. Take it herself into the front court. Finds Hanson. 5.7 assists per contest. She'll take the screen. Bounce pass. Howard takes the deflection and scoops up by the Lobos. Pass ahead to Hooks. She catches in transition ahead of steam. Going downhill. The Euro step and misses the layup. Hanson across the timeline. Hargrove races to get in front of her. Pascal goes over the screen on the right wing. Lobs it to Howard. She catches. She's on the block trying to score it over Najuma, and she does. The touch from Howard. That's 4 points off the bench for the Broncos. 21-13. Lead for the Lobos. 7-4 advantage here in the second quarter for Boise State. They're 3 of 3 from the field, getting the ball inside. Hooks has it near sideline. 12 on the shot clock. Resets up top. Hooks gets back to Padilla. Padilla trying to cross over, loses the basketball. It's on the floor. Boise State jumps on it in transition. 2-on-2 the other way to Thompson. Pascal goes baseline from the far sideline, loses the basketball, goes right into the hands of Thompson. He's able to recover, scoops it to Harms. Harms lets go inside, and she's fouled by Hargrove on the drive. Abdora Keeve and Joy Keeve will check in as Hargrove and Najuma check out. First foul on Hargrove. Second team foul on the Lobos. 2 team fouls both ways. Howard will check out. Howard, a huge spark off the bench. 4 points, 2 of 3 shooting. 6'5" center. Boise State inbounding the front court, and offensive foul is called. A push-off called on Pasco. It's first foul on her, 13th foul on the Broncos. The Lobos started this game 14-0. on 13 right now. High post touchdown for Joaquin. Flip it to Magalish. Magalish trying to get inside through traffic. Pocket passes Joaquin, and she's too strong. Misses the layup, and then fouls Bays. Excuse me, that's Hansen, 14. That's what you want from Magalish, drawing the extra defender underneath to Joaquin. Too strong on a layup attempt. 13 foul on the Lobos. First foul on Joaquin. 5:35 left here in the second quarter. Lobos are 2 of 7 from the floor. Boise State is 4 of 4 with a made 3. Arms, pump fake, passes out to Hansen from the far sideline, gets to the elbow, trying to work it back. Ball on the floor, they're diving on it. And they're going to call a foul on Hooks for diving over the top and landing on Hansen. It's his second personal foul on Hooks, so Antonio will check in. Hooks has to check out. Antonio picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Maldonado in for Hansen. Into the hands of Mason Orcharding. It's up top to Hunt. Gaz in the nose. Got a little dinged up in the first quarter. It's deflected out of play. There's 5 seconds in the shot clock. It'll be Broncos basketball inbound. Front court, far sideline. There's Hutton with the inbounder. Maldonado left open for 3, drains it from the right wing. A ton of space as Mexico did not find the shooter. It's 21-16, a 7-0 run for Boise State. And they've outscored the Lobos 12-4 here in the second quarter. Abdurraqib pump fake from the sideline, pull-up jumper, no good. And the Broncos scoop it up underneath. 4:40 left in the quarter. Boise State a chance to pull within 1 possession after trailing 14-0 in the first quarter. Pass goes inside on the block. Hutton. Cutter. It's good as Orcharding scores it. It's a 3-point game. 21-18 the lead for the Lobos. Padilla works downhill. Top of the key, passes out Magalish. Rainbow 3-point shot from the near sidelines. No good. Boise State with the rebound in transition. Pass underneath. Pascal misses the layup, but the second chance basket is good from Hutton. It's a 1-point game, 21-20. Lobo fans who loved that first quarter are now restless in the pit. And Magalish, the floater in the lane, no good. And it's scooped up on the left side by the Broncos. They have a chance to take the lead. It's an 11-0 run. 3-point shot comes up short. Abdurraqib gets it. She's going to pull it back. Look for some numbers into the front court. Lobos working left to right. Padilla drives from the wing. Out to Magalish. Magalish goes inside. Layup. Good. Snaps the 11-0 run from Boise State. The Broncos trying to answer. Pascal draws the foul on the baseline, going to the basket. That's going to go on. Joaquin now send us to the media timeout. The Broncos surging here in the second quarter. New Mexico 23, Boise State 20. This is Lobo Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. Boise State outscoring Lobos 16-6 here in the second quarter. And what was a 14-0 lead at one point for New Mexico to start this game, it's just 3. Right now, with 3:18 left here in the second quarter. Lobo fans, download the Lobo Sports app today. It's presented by Newsenda for access to live stats, game and day radio, and everything else you need for Lobo Sports. Now available in the Apple and Google Store. Download now and go Lobos. JJ Buck back with you here in the pit. The Broncos 7 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3. The Lobos just 3 of 11 shooting this quarter, 0 of 3 from 3. And Emily Howard got things going early off the bench. 6'5", redshirt junior, scored inside. She has 4 points and getting some easy baskets, opened things up for the Broncos. They're able to hit 2 threes. Pascal and Maldonado with the made threes. to the free throw line. It is Natalie Pasco. That's 5 points. And away for Boise State. She hits the first free throw. 73% free throw shooter. Averaged 12.5 points per game last year. 5 games where she scored over 20 points. She goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Hansen will check in. Pasco, it's a 1-point game, 23-22. Boise State, quarter court trap. It is Magleish and Hargrove. They work back and forth. Left to right here in the first half. Let's get into the front court. Broncos in a man-to-man defense. Antonio circles around underneath. Pass out to Padilla for 3 off back iron. And it's picked up by Hargrove. Kind of bounces to Najuma. It's behind her. It's Bronco basketball. Rebounds 8-2 advantage here in the second quarter for Boise State. Hutton moves it on to Hansen. Fires pass inside on the block to Harms. Harms trying to turn on Magleish. Step through. Najuma comes over to contest, but Hutton is on the weak side to clean it up. And Boise State has the lead, 24-23. A huge second quarter for the Broncos. Lobos trying to respond with 2:20 left. Antonio gets it in her right hand, goes inside, pump fake, finishes at the rim. 25-24. Lobos take the lead. It was a 15-2 run for Boise State. Two minutes left. Arms working from the left wing, goes up top to Hutton. Hutton back to the basket, spins on the Mountain West logo, uses the glass with the push shot. Broncos back in front, 26-25. It's a 22-point second quarter. Boise State, these are the top 2 scoring offenses in the Mountain West as Hargrove puts her head down, goes to the basket, takes the push from Harms. Hargrove will have 2 free throws. Space opened up. Little hip check from Harms. 6'1" freshman forward from Eugene, Oregon, averaging just 5 minutes a game, but seeing extended run here in the first half is 2 rebounds in 7 minutes. And Emily Howard will check back in. Howard, a transfer from Liberty. Been 4 years at Liberty. In 7 games before getting injured last year as Hargrove misses the first free throw. Watch, bet, and win every game at the Santa Clara Casino Sportsbook Bar and Patio, just north of Santa Fe, santaclaran.com. Hargrove, the lefty, hits the second free throw, ties it at 26. Broncos are 9 of 12 from the field. Lobos are 4 of 13 in the second quarter. And pass. It's Kira Thompson, the freshman, just into the game. There's a basketball out of play. They're going to say it was hit out of play by the Lobos. Magleish intercepts the inbound, lays it in. 28-26. Lobo fans try to bring some energy as the Broncos have quieted them this entire second quarter. Hansen probing dribble inside, resets back out up top, comes back near side to Harms. Magleish being uber aggressive in the passing lane, just got the steal and the basket. Deflected that one out of play, so 17 on the shot clock. Minute 15 on the game clock here in the second quarter. Broncos inbounding the front court, working right to left. Kira Thompson backs out with Drew Jordan on her. Freshman Thompson, it's the left wing. For the screen, Lobos switch it. Padilla picks her up. Far pass to the sideline, stolen by Hargrove. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Hargrove, Euro steps through the lane, left hand, finish is good. A friendly touch off the rim. 30-26. Lead for the Lobos. Hansen has it right wing with Hargrove on it. 40 seconds here in the first half. Elbow extended jumper, no good from the right side. Rebounded by Padilla. Hargrove gets it to Padilla. Padilla crosses over back up to Hargrove. Arms on her. Hargrove inside, back to the basket. Circles around, left hand, leaves it short. Najuma grabs the offensive board. Magalhaes goes underneath the basket. Reverse layup, leaves it short. And the rebound goes to Hutton. And now Boise State can hold for the final shot. The Broncos pull up quickly in transition. That's no good. Arms gets it to Hansen. Hansen dives inside. Floater no good, but a late contest by Jordan sends her to the floor, and then also the foul line. Boise State got an 11-0 run, which turned into a 15-2 run. Change this game. You see the scoring runs tonight. The Lobos had a 14-0 run in the first quarter. An 11-0 run from Boise State here in the second quarter got them right back into the game. Jordan with the foul, sending Hansen to the free throw line. Hansen, 5'9" senior guard, 81% free throw shooter. 5.3 assists per game. There's just 1.5 seconds left. Free throw no good. Jordan with the rebound, and that'll do it. So Lobos, after leading 17-4 at the end of the first quarter, saw Boise State score 23 points in the second quarter. And it's a one-possession game as the teams will head up the ramp here in the pit. And it was a fantastic offensive quarter from Boise State. Good defense late from the Lobos as they were able to turn a couple steals into transition baskets, which gave them the lead. But it's a whole new ball game as we head to halftime. A lot to cover in the first night of conference play. We'll have that and a lot more as New Mexico leads Boise State 30-27. And this is Lobo Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. Well, we got the Little Ballers on the court at halftime, and they watch Boise State storm back into this game after New Mexico led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. Broncos outscored the Lobos 23-13 in the second quarter. It's UNM 30, Boise State 27 here at the half. The halftime show is brought to you by Route 66 Casino Hotel. Get your kicks only at Route 66. JJ Buck back with you in the pit on this opening night of Mountain West play. It's game 1 of 20. As a 12-team, Mountain West will play 20 conference games this season, of course, with the addition of Grand Canyon. Though it's a little bit of a wrinkle as it will not be a true round-robin format this year. The Lobos will face 9 opponents twice. They'll play single games against Fresno here in the pit, and their lone game against the Aztecs this year will come in San Diego. We'll check the Mountain West scoreboard here in a second, but let's take a look at the first half team totals in this one. Lobos shoot 36% from the floor, 13 of 36 overall. They go 2 of 11 from 3, 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Lobos had 23 rebounds, 4 assists on their 13 makes, 9 turnovers. For Boise State, they shoot 37%. 11 of 29 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. But that second quarter, Boise State 9 of 14 for 64% after shooting just 2 of 15 in the first quarter. Broncos had 19 rebounds, 6 assists on their 11 makes, and turned it over 11 times. When it comes to points off turnovers, 11-7 advantage for New Mexico. They got 4 late baskets off steals. 4 points off a couple of steals late in the second quarter, which was huge to somehow, some way slow down that Boise State run in the second quarter. Points in the paint, 22-16 advantage for the Lobos, but it was Emily Howard off the bench, the 6'5" redshirt junior center for Boise State, that hit a couple baskets early, settled Boise State down in the second quarter, and then they went on their run. Fast break, 7-2 advantage for the Lobos, and the bench points 9 apiece in this one. Toyota Albuquerque Santa Fe dealerships are proud supporters of UNM Athletics. Toyota, let's go places. How good of a start to the season for these 2 conference contenders, as the Lobos will have UNLV on Saturday in Vegas and Boise State. We'll see San Diego State. Take a look at the upcoming schedule. And then Wyoming in the pit, a New Year's Eve game at 1 o'clock next week. And it means just a little bit more this year. These are always intense games, of course, with the final era of the Mountain West as we've known it for 25 plus years. It's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe this is the last time we'll see Boise in the pit for a while. And what a first half it was. The Lobos leading by 3. When we come back on the other side, we'll take a look at the individual stats, see some highlights on the Mountain West Network, and take you around the Mountain West Conference. Halftime here in the pit, Lobos 30, Broncos 27. This is Lobo Women's Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. And welcome back inside the pit. The halftime stats and highlights are brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. It was a great start for the Lobos. 14-0 in the first quarter as Boise State did not score their first basket until there was a minute 55 left in the quarter as New Mexico was led by Joanna Magalish, who had 8 points on 4 of 9 shooting. She also had a team-high 3 steals in the first half. Lobos had 5 points from Melissa Hargrove and Niley Padilla. Hargrove was 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, but had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, just 1 turnover and 1 steal. Padilla 2 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3, added 2 boards, the turnover and a steal. At 4 points from Destiny Hooks, who only played 7 minutes and 48 seconds in the first half. She picks up 2 fouls, 2 of 6 from the field. Lobos a 3-point shot there late in the first half from Layla Dora-Keith with 1 and 2 overall, 1 and 1 from 3. And they had a made free throw from Drew Jordan, who was +6 off the bench in 5 minutes, but 0 of 2 from the field. For Boise State, the offense got going in the second quarter, and Natalie Pasco had 7 points, 2 of 6 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 points from Libby Hutton. There's 3 of 5 from the field. Hutton also had 4 rebounds. Tatum Thompson, just 2 field goal attempts in the first half, but she had 4 rebounds. She was 1 of 2 from the field. Pasco, by the way, also chipped in 3 assists for the Broncos. Danny Bays was scoreless, 0 of 2 shooting, 0 of 1 from 3. Maya Hansen with 3 points, 1 board, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers in 15 minutes and 58 seconds in the first half. Morgan Maldonado hit a 3 off the bench for 3 points, but Emily Howard, 2 of 3, shooting 4 points in 6 minutes, and set the tone early in the second quarter for Boise State. Well, it's night 1 of Mountain West Conference play, and already some very intriguing results and games going on. Final seconds in Phoenix. Grand Canyon has a 1-point lead over UNLV, and that's the Grand Canyon team that was 1-9 in non-conference play. The 4-time defending regular season champs UNLV on the line there. That's a 1-point game, 60-59. Utah State, they're going to be tougher this season. They beat Air Force in Logan 65-54. You got to be ready when you play Utah State this season. Wyoming up in Laramie has a 70-49 lead over San Jose State, just starting the fourth quarter there. Nearing the end of the first quarter in Fresno, where Fresno State trails San Diego State 16-8. The Aztecs, defending Mountain West tournament champions, represented the Mountain West in the NCAAW tournament last year. And in Reno, late first quarter action, Colorado State 13, Nevada 8. There's only one game going on tonight on the men's side in San Diego State and Air Force. They're playing that in San Diego. Lobo men's basketball open up conference play Saturday night here in the pit against San Jose State. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off for you on the UNM Sports Radio Network. Of course, it's also bowl season. Lobo football playing in the Rate Bowl. That is December 26th, Friday afternoon. We'll have that for you on News Radio KKOB. UNM Sports Radio Network. Coordinator Don Trellmore out there in Phoenix. I'll be holding it down with Ned James in the studio. Such a fun time right now for Lobo athletics and conference play, man. What a fun time it was. The football season, seeing 4 teams go 6-2, and man, the basketball, there's new contenders on the women's side. There's 4 teams that feel they can win this conference, maybe 5. And of course, we know with men's basketball, how good the teams have been over there. The teams are back down at the paint ramp. They're warming up, and we'll have second half action coming up after this. It's halftime in the pit. New Mexico 30, Boise State 27. This is Lobo Women's Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. Oh, it's always great seeing the little ballers get buckets here on the court. Love seeing the kids get a chance to play, showcasing their skills at the half. As we get ready for the start of the third quarter, University of New Mexico basketball fans, take your fandom to the next level with an ice cold, refreshing Pepsi. Pepsi, the official sponsor of the University of New Mexico. JJ Buck back with you here, courtside, Lobos and Broncos, night one of Mountain West Conference action. New Mexico in the home white uniforms. Broncos in the road blue, trimmed in orange. And we'd like to thank tonight's game sponsor, Valley Fence. Protect your people and property with Valley Fence. Locally owned and operated since 1969. Valley Fence, proud partners of UNM Athletics. Broncos outscored the Lobos 23-13 in the second quarter. So UNM had a 17-4 lead the first quarter. Boise didn't score their first basket of this game, so there's a minute 55 left. And man, did they get rolling in that second quarter. Boise State shooting 38% from the field. Lobos just 36% overall. Lobos struggled last Saturday against Houston as Mexico only scored 6 points in the second quarter. They had a 27-21 lead at the half. Here they lead 30-27. Lobos will have the starting five on the floor: Joanna Magalhaes, Destiny Hooks, Alyssa Hargrove, Cassia Antonia, and Emma Najuma. For Boise State, Tatum Thompson, Danny Bates, Lady Hunt, Maya Hansen, and Natalie Pascal. Broncos basketball start the second half as they work left to right. It's man-to-man defense for the Lobos. Thompson guarded by Antonio. Goes back up top. Pascal swings it to Hansen. Hansen works over the screen, slipping it inside. Hunt, she catches on the block, spins out. Bays, left wing three, no good. Battle for the boards. It goes to Antonio. Hargrove takes it on the front court, coming out on the near side. Magalhaes finds Hooks. Hooks, pump fake from the right wing. She'll go inside. Layup good. So Hooks gets downhill early. Lobos a 32-27 lead. Hooks just 4 points in the first half. She was 2 of 6 from the field. Hooks guarding base. Bounce pass to Thompson. Thompson with Magalhaes on her. That is a fascinating matchup. The 6'1" Thompson and the 5'5" Joanna Magalhaes. Hunt passes out to Hansen. Hansen sets up top 10 on the shot clock. They bounce past to Thompson. Turnaround jumper on the baseline. Too strong. Najuma with the rebound. It was kind of daring Thompson to take that shot. Hooks extra pass to Magalhaes. Far sideline. Bounces out. Hooks has it on the wing. Hooks goes right downhill. Jump stop. Pull up. Comes up short. Comes right back to Hooks. Pass out to Antonio. She'll drive. Elbow jumper. Left side. No good. Najuma hits it out of play. The Boise State basketball. Magalhaes had 8 points in the first half for the Lobos, averaging 6.7 points per game. The 5'5" sophomore from Lisbon, Portugal. Goes post to Hutton, and that was a fantastic play, curling around the screen. On the right side is Bays for the wide open layup. 32-29, lead for the Lobos. Early third quarter. Najuma high post touch. Goes back out to Hargrove. Pump fake is Thompson in the air, drives, and it goes out of play after a deflection. Hargrove's trying to find a Magalhaes in the near sideline. Magalhaes will inbound with 15 on the shot clock. Hargrove deep three straight on. Comes up short. Bays with the rebound. 21 rebounds for Boise State. Pascal left open in transition. Misses the three from the right side, but it's an offensive board for Boise State. Hutton pull up from the free throw line. Hits it. 1 point game, 32-31. Hutton, 8 points. Boise State. Magalhaes drives baseline. She's cut off. Spins back into the paint. Trying to step through traffic and scores it underneath. A tough shot in traffic. Right near the restricted area. 34-31. Lead for the Lobos. 7:15 and counting here in the third quarter. Hunton trying to get it to Pasco. Hargrove does a great job denying the senior. Hanson scoops it up left wing, pulls 4-3, drains it, and we're tied at 34. Maya Hanson, their first made three. 6:55 left here in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense, Boise State. Lobos working around the perimeter, get it to Hooks. Hooks keeps her dribble, goes back out to Antonio. Antonio, top of the key, comes to the elbow. Hooks, a jab step, goes through the legs, goes to her right, draws the defense. Antonio pulls 4-3, too strong. Thompson with the rebound. 5 rebounds for Thompson. Hutton catches in transition. She's on the block, spins, trying to go at Najuma and scores it. Going left to right underneath. It's a 2-point lead for Boise State, 36-34. Hargrove, far sideline, cuts across, comes inside, misses the layup, but draws the foul. Ball goes on Bays, 5'11" senior guard. Bays averaging 14.5 points per game, and Hargrove is going right at the senior. Maldonado and Orcharding check in for Boise State as Hargrove goes to the free throw line. And the second half is brought to you by Route 66 Casino Hotel. Get your kicks only at Route 66 Casino Hotel. Hargrove hits the first free throw. Hargrove averaged 8 points, 4 boards, and just under 4 assists per game last year. It's going to be a foul called on Hargrove. She was up trying to deny the inbound against Hanson. That's a fun matchup right there between Hargrove and Hanson. Second foul on Hargrove. First team foul on the Lobos. So they have to Arkeeb David along with Jesse Joaquim and Natalie Padilla. Boise State working left to right. Have it in the front court. Hutton, high post touch. 15 on the shot clock to hand off to Maldonado. Lobos switch it. Hooks has her now. Orcharding switches the floor, gets to Pasco. Pasco spins on Padilla. Step through left hand finish. 38-36. Lead for Boise State. For the last 4 from the field. Hargrove works down to the baseline, back to the basket, on the block, cuts across to the middle. Turn around from Hargrove, it rattles in. 8-footer in the paint, ties it at 38. Hargrove being aggressive, 9 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Hutton goes back to Maldonado. Freshman puts it on the floor, goes right to the basket, gets past Padilla and scores it. 40-38. Wait for the Broncos, under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hooks looking to get inside, on the block, back to the basket. Going underneath, draws the foul, going right at Maldonado as Hooks turned into a forward under the basket and draws the foul. Now send us to the media timeout. 4:49 left here in the third quarter. Boise State leading New Mexico by 2, 40-38. This is Lobo Women's Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. The blindfolded free throw, always a fun one, especially when it goes in. Gets a great reaction from the crowd. Coming out of the timeout, it's Destiny Hooks. 5'9" junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, at the free throw line. Hits the first free throw for the Lobos. And is your office slowed down by tech issues? DSI is your local MVP with printers, IT support, AV, and more. Let's dominate the competition. Visit DSINM.com. So Hooks hits both free throws, ties it up at 40. 4:49 left here in the third quarter. And Boise State working left to right. Broncos had outscored the Lobos 36-21 since the start of the second quarter, after the Lobos led 17-4. Post-entry pass stolen by Padilla. And pressure on the wing. Sophomore in transition, fires it to Hooks. Near sideline, she goes baseline, looking to score. Can't finish, but draws another foul as Hooks looking to get to the rim here in the third quarter. Goes right at a freshman, Maldonado. Emily Howard and Tatum Thompson check in. Howard, 4 points early second quarter. Hooks too strong on the free throw. HB Construction wants your talent in our industry. High-paid, purposeful careers in construction are just one call away. Make the play that changes everything and visit hbconstruction.com. Hooks able to split the free throws. Lobos go up 41-40. Izzy Harms, freshman from Eugene, Oregon, checks in, averaging just under 6 minutes per game this season. Harms already played 9 minutes, has 3 rebounds. Hanson works over the screen. Thompson left wing. To the hands of Harms. Lobos switch it on the sideline. Hooks gets the steal. It's Hooks in transition. 2-on-2 the other way. Hooks Euro steps, reverse, gets the roll as it falls. Howard in transition. Ball deflected out of her hands. We're going to say there's a foul on the floor. The Destiny Hooks with the steal, the spin, is able to maintain her balance, go coast to coast, get past the 6'5" Howard, and the spin underneath. She scores finish. Hooks up to 11 points. Magalish has 10. Hutton has 10 for Boise State. 3 players in double figures. Foul was called on Magalish. Pascal, quick trigger 3, drains it from the left wing off the inbound. Ties it at 43. Pascal, 51% three-point shooter on the season. 3:45 left here in the quarter. Hooks crosses over, takes a bump by Thompson at the free throw line. It's a 14th foul. Broncos, the first on Thompson. Was inbound on the baseline. Freshman and Layla Abdurraqib from Fishers, Indiana. Thompson in the hook. She catches at the free throw line. Hand off to Magalish. The runner down the lane, no good. Howard with the rebound. It's an in transition. They go inside to Thompson. Thompson back to the basket, working on Hooks. Pull up jumper from the Mountain West logo, comes up short. Magalish with the rebound. She'll find Hooks. Hooks trying to cross over in traffic. It's stolen. Hanson pass ahead to Thompson. She catches, has Magalish on her. Pocket pass to Howard. Out to the sideline, and a travel is called on Harms. Drew Jordan and Emma Najuma. Checking for the Lobos. Hooks and Joaquin will check out. Dice Hooks 11 points, 4-9 from the field. Hooks, Lobos' leading scorer, 15 points per game this season. That's what she averaged last year, while shooting 45% from the field in her first year as a Lobo. Magalish goes behind the back, keeps her dribble, cut off, bounce out to Padilla, pulls for 3, too strong, and it's Howard with the rebound, sailing out Najuma. Hanson passes into the corner. Harms goes right back up top to Hanson. 2:50 left here in the quarter. Tied at 43. Boise State working left to right. Hanson driving on Abdurraqib, and they'll call a blocking foul on the freshman. Third team foul on the Lobos. First team foul on Abdurraqib. Played at Lawrence Central High School. Averaging 6.6 points per game. Hanson will inbound. 20 on the shot clock. Get in into Howard. Arms. Trying to find Hanson. They do. Hanson to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Jordan. Pasco. Magalish in her. Thompson. That's a tough baseline jumper. Right side. 12-footer. She caught it, turned, and scored. 45-43. Lead for Boise State. Jordan is pushed back into the backcourt. They're going to call over and back. Lobos say, hey, that was deflected. It's going to be Boise State basketball. 2:15 left here in the quarter. The Broncos outscored the Lobos 23-13 in the second quarter. They lead the third quarter, scoring 18-13. They've hit 7 of their last 8 field goals. Now, these are the top 2 scoring offenses in the conference. Boise averaging 73.3 points per game. Lobos 73. Hansen pull up. And the left elbow misses it short. She wants the foul, as does the Broncos bench. They don't get the whistle. .201 left. Albuquerque, Magalish, Padilla, Najuma, Jordan. 5 on the floor for the Lobos. So right to left here in the second half. Najuma for a guard. Finds Albuquerque. Freshman pops over the screen, pulls for 3, too strong. Hansen with the rebound, 2-point lead for the Broncos. On a minute 35 of the third quarter, we go right inside the Thompson. Thompson, 4 points, spins, pump fake, step through. Jordan with the contest, but Thompson will go to the free throw line. There's 2 shots upcoming from Tatum Thompson. Foul goes on Drew Jordan. That's his second. Junior from Washington, D.C. Began her collegiate career at Wagner. But in 28 games as a freshman, scoring 6 points per game for Wagner. Tatum Thompson led the Broncos with 13.6 points per game last year. Came into this one averaging 16.1. Misses the first free throw. And you can catch legendary performances off the court at Legends Theater, only at Route 66 Casino Hotel. Big shows, bold nights, just minutes from UNM. Thompson hits the second free throw. It's a 3-point lead for Boise State, 46-33. A little court pressure. Boise State trying to slow down the Lobos. Magalish goes down the lane and finishes inside. 46-45. Magalish up to 12 points. Snaps a little 6-0 run the Broncos are on. And a 2:38 scoring drought for the Lobos. Final 65 seconds of the third quarter. Pasco fires it in to Thompson. She catches, turns, comes up short. Offensive rebound goes into the hands of Arms. Hansen has it top of the key. Floater from the free throw line, no good. And it's going to be Antonio on the baseline. He's able to get the ball to Magalish before she falls out of play. Going to wait for Antonio to join him in the front court. Magalish has it straight on. Bounces out. Hargrove, left wing. She goes baseline, trying to turn the corner. Lobs it for Najuma. Catches it on the opposite side and finishes. And Najuma gets her first basket of the game and her first shot attempt. So Lobos up by 1, 47-46. Shot clock is off. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Lobo fans trying to come to life as Boise State has done a good job of silencing this pit crowd, and Magalish. They're going to get her for the foul, or Antonio. It's going to be Magalish for the reach-in. And that's going to put Boise State in the bonus. Frustrated, Magalish comes over to the sideline. 9.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Magalish leading the Lobos in scoring, getting to the basket. She's 6 of 12 in the field with 12 points. And Thompson with the free throw line. She hits it. She's now 2 of 3 there. A 70% free throw shooter on the season. All-conference selection last year. Woodinville, Washington. She hits both free throws, gives the Broncos a 48-47 lead. Final 9 seconds. Albuquerque inbounds to Hargrove. Hargrove races to the front court. Padilla from the sideline. Sidestep 3-point shot from the sophomore. Too strong. Rebounded on the back end by the Broncos, and that'll do it as Boise State will take a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter, 48-47, as Mexico on a boost from Destiny Hooks in that third quarter. She has 11 points for the Lobos, but it's been all Boise State since the start of the second quarter, but just a 1-point game. We head to the fourth quarter here in the pit. This is Lobo Women's Basketball on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network. A 1-point game as we head into the fourth quarter here in Albuquerque. Boise State 48, New Mexico 47. The Broncos offense found their level at the start of the second quarter. They outscored Lobos 23-13 in the second quarter, 21-17 in the third, after Lobos led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. Boise State shooting 43% from the field, Lobos 37%. Look at this game, pretty even across the board. Boise State is +2 in threes, 4 of 13, as opposed to Lobos just 2 of 16. JJ Buck back with the court side. Fourth quarter is here. Lobos working right to left. It's Hargrove, Hooks, Antonio, Najuma, and Padilla. The 5 on the floor for the Lobos. Boise State goes zone. Starts the fourth quarter. Padilla working on the far sideline, back up to Hargrove. Lobos looking for the space against his zone. Hargrove pulls for 3. No good. And it's rebounded by Boise State. Libby Hutton has had a great game. 10 points, 5 boards for the Broncos. Ryan Hansen is over the high screen, set by Borcherding. It's to Bays. Bays trying to go inside. Najuma slaps away, but Bays is able to scramble and grab it on the far sideline. Sideline three-point shot. In and out, wide open with Pasco on the sideline. A heart-stopping moment for the Lobos defense, and a charge is going to be called on Destiny Hooks in transition. Right into Hansen. Hansen hit the floor. Hooks went to the ground after that. Hansen held her ground, got wide. The third team foul on Hooks. The junior had 7 points in the third quarter. She has 11 points. Leading scorer for New Mexico is Joanna Magalash with 12. Natalie Pasco has 12. Libby Hutton 10 for the Broncos. Hansen guarded by Hargrove. Lobos switch it. Base has it left wing. Borcherding finds Pasco. Padilla on her. Lobos switch it. Borcherding goes inside. Najuma able to cut her off, and 3 in the key. Called on the 6'1" freshman forward from Parker, Colorado. Mason Borcherding averaging 8 minutes per game, 2.2 points, 2.5 boards. It's a 1-point lead for the Broncos, 48-47. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Well, let's get it on the block to Hooks. Shouldering, and they're going to call another offensive foul on Hooks, and she's going to pick up her 4th foul. As Bays drew the charge, Hooks trying to be aggressive inside. So Hooks in a tough spot, going to have to go to the bench. 8:32 left in a 1-point game here early in the fourth quarter. Bays left it wide open, left wing 3, good. The Lobos going to call a timeout. 8:23 to go, 51-47 lead for Boise State. And a timeout called by the Lobos as New Mexico does not get back in transition. 4-point lead for the Broncos. This is Lobo Women's Basketball, Mountain West Network, and UNM Sports Radio Network. And early through in the fourth quarter forces a Lobo timeout. Broncos lead up to 4, 51-47. As New Mexico works with it in the front court, it's Magalash on the block, circles around, steps through left hand, push shot, no good, rebounded by Hutton. Hutton gets her 6th board in this one. Lobos need to find an offensive rhythm. They had it in the first quarter. Since then, they've been outscored by the Broncos in the second and third quarter. Bays just hit the 3, has it left wing, bounces to Hutton. Hutton steps through from the free throw line, uses the glass, and scores it. 53-47. Largest lead of the game for the Broncos. Antonio swings it to Hargrove. Hargrove back up top to Antonio. Antonio attacks from the top of the key, steps around the defender, lays it in. Antonio, 2 of 6 from the field for that basket. 53-49. Broncos lead, 7-10 left. Pascal catches here on the near sideline. Dribbles out. The Broncos bench. Hutton slips the screen. Pick and roll. Good. Hutton underneath. 55-49. Lead for the Broncos. Padilla is 1 of 4 from 3. So looks to get inside. Back to the basket. Finds Hargrove. Closed down by Hanson at the far sideline. She slices across the lane and lays it in. 55-51. Hanson slows it down. Jogs into the front court. Bertranding has it picked. Antonio in transition to the basket. Fouled from behind as she hits the stanchion. Layup doesn't go, but free throws are coming for Antonio. Quick hands from the junior. Bertranding chasing her down from behind. Send it the first-year Lobo transfer from New Mexico Junior College to the free throw line. First free throw is good. When a team works together on the field or on the court, big things happen. Let's bring that same spirit to our communities. Learn more at dayofracialhealing.org/about. Antonio can't get the second free throw to go, but Najuma, her teammate at New Mexico Junior College, gets the offensive rebound. Lobos reset on the perimeter. Antonio has the top of the key, bounces out. Swing it to Magalish. Magalish from the left wing, puts on the deck. Goes in traffic and scores over 2 Broncos inside. 1-point game, 55-54. Bronx with the lead. Thompson. Margaret Hanson up top. Pascal has her pocket picked by Hargrove. Hargrove in transition finds Padilla. Lays it in. Lobos lead. Timeout. Boise State as New Mexico roars back to take a 1-point lead. 56-55. Timeout, extended timeout with 5:49 left. Don't go anywhere in this Mountain West Conference battle. A fun one in the pit, a 7-0 run over the last 51 seconds from New Mexico has them back in front by 1, 56-55, 5:49 left here in this one. 7 ties, 10 lead changes for us. And Lobo fans, download the Lobo Sports app today. It's presented by New Center for access to live stats, game day radio, and everything else you need for Lobos Sports. Now available on the Apple and Google Store. Download now. Go Lobos. We knew this was going to be a really good game. Boise State 9-2, Lobos 8-3. A clash of conference contenders to open up the Mountain West regular season. And that's what we have, a 1-point game. Midway through the fourth quarter, Lobos get another steal, bounce pass at Dora Keeve. Assist Padilla, 58-55. And they call a foul on Abdor Keeve. They push. Going to be Boise State ball. It's a 3rd team foul on the Lobos. Second foul on Abdor Keeve, full court. Pressure put on by New Mexico. Pass to Hutton. Lobos drop back. Here's Hanson. She'll take it to the front court. Allie Padilla guarding her. Man-to-man defense for the Lobos. Hanson has it right wing. They go inside to Thompson. Abdor Keeve late coming in from behind with the foul. Freshman picks up her 3rd, and it's a 4th team foul. Baseline inbound for the Broncos. 5:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Boise State working left to right. It's off the fingertips of Thompson. Lobo ball. That's a 9-0 run for the Lobos. 4 turnovers for Boise State. And then they call a offensive foul underneath. And that's going to go on Albuquerque. And just like that, that's 4 on the freshman. 3 straight fouls on Albuquerque. 3-point lead for the Lobos. And Boise State will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 5:15 left phase, left sideline. Padilla able to get there before she can pull the trigger. Thompson has it out top. Got it by Antonio. Pascal works over the screen. Hutton slips it, catches underneath, trying to go right at Najuma, trying to go high off the glass. Can't finish it. Padilla grabs it for the Lobos. Abdurraqib in transition, working with Padilla. Comes up top, Abdurraqib. Freshman turns the corner, float game, and a late whistle as Abdurraqib hit the floor, and she'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Hutton. Yeah, Hutton left her feet and also came down with her arms on Abdurraqib. Good game from Hutton, though. 14.6 rebounds. A sophomore from Perth, Australia. Abdurraqib can't get the first free throw to go. French Funerals and Cremations offers distinctive personal and affordable services designed to help you honor your loved one in a way that is unique to them and meaningful to you. Visit FrenchFunerals.com. Abdurraqib splits the free throws. 4-point lead for the Lobos, 59-55. 4:46 left. Maldonado, the freshman, checks in for Boise State. Hargrove back in for the Lobos. As they keep full court press on, but they outlet it to Hutton. Gets it to Bays. Bays into the front court. Maldonado finds Thompson. Thompson, extra pass to Hutton. Hutton now. Bays, left sideline. Baseline drive. Bays a step through. Misses it. Antonio grabs it for the Lobos. Antonio, extra gear in transition. Crosses over, steps to the rim, and lays it in. Antonio covers a ton of ground in transition. 61-55. Run is now 10-0. 12-0 run for the Lobos. 4:05 left in the fourth quarter. Bays, left wing 3. Off iron, Thompson going for the rebound. Out of play, last touch by the Lobos. The Broncos went back on the baseline. Boise State has answered throughout the night. They watched the Lobos go on a 14-0 run to start this game. They inbounded to Pascal. She gets to the free throw line, spins, double teamed, takes deflection. She grabs it and lays it in. Relentless effort there inside. 61-57. Lead for the Lobos. Slow it down. 3:40 left. Hargrove works from the top of the key, gets inside, draws 2, pass over the top to Najuma, and she scores inside. 4 points here in the second half. Rema Najuma, 63-57, a lead for the Lobos. Padilla picking up Bays full court. Padilla leaning on Bays. Bays goes inside. Broncos get it to Maldonado, the freshman. Hand out to Pascal. Pascal takes the screen. Curls. Lane line drive. And that's a tough finish. Pascal. 63-59. Padilla. Pump fake from the far sideline. Switches to Antonio. Antonio wants to go baseline. Big step through and an acrobatic finish underneath. 65-59. Kasia Antonio found another level here in the fourth quarter. She has 9 points. This is the loudest the pit has been all night long. Thompson tries pass inside to Pascal on the block. They go out to Bays. Bays crosses over, step back 3 straight on, in and out. And that's last touch by the Broncos. Be Lobo ball. Maya Hansen in for Boise State. Jessie Joachim in for the Lobos. As Najuma gets a good round of applause as she goes to the bench. 4 points, team high 7 rebounds. Dorakeeb's going to check in for Hargrove. Needs a quick breather. This is Hargrove, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for Hargrove. Quarter court press put on by Boise State. Lobos work the ball back and forth into the front court. Freshman Dorakeeb initiates the offense. Lobos lead by 6. Magalish goes baseline, spins inside, pivots in traffic, draws the foul underneath. Sophomore go to the free throw line. It's called on Hutton. 3rd foul on Hutton, 3rd foul on the Broncos. No free throws in this one. Lobos 9 of 14. Boise State 6 of 9. Lefty Magalish hits the first one. Mountain West all freshman team selection last year. Kerr had 20 points at Colorado State. Magalish drains both free throws. 67-59 lead for the Lobos. Season best performance so far for the sophomore with 16 points. Hansen trying to answer. Antonio swats it away, but Thompson still has it. Pascal right sideline, 15 on the shot clock. Pascal wants to get Thompson on the post. It's not there. Hutton has it up top. Finds Maldonado. She's left open for 3. In and out offensive board. Hutton underneath, and she's fouled from behind. Those free throws upcoming for the sophomore. Hargrove will check in for Dorakeeb. And Antonio got Hutton a couple times underneath. Man, and the Lobos gone on this 4th quarter run without Destiny Hook. She picked up her 4th foul early in the 4th quarter. Not too strong on the free throw. It's been Hargrove and Antonio setting the tone defensively. Magalish scoring inside for Lobos in double figures. Second free throw good from Hutton. 67-60. Minute 35 left. Lobos work the ball around the perimeter. Trying to take a few seconds off this shot clock. Antonio going inside, has it slapped away, but she's able to get it. Padilla, 3-point shot, too strong. Offensive rebound, Hargrove. And she's trying to fight for it. Ball's on the floor. Broncos grab it. Lobos grab it. They call a foul on New Mexico. That's free throws for the Broncos. Foul goes on Antonio. It's going to be the 4th foul. Cassia. Lobos had hit 8 of their last 9 shots from the field. They're +8 here in the 4th quarter, 20-12. Free throws for Maldonado, freshman from Anchorage, Alaska. Maldonado, 14 minutes and has 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field. As Emma Najuma checks in for Joaquim. Joaquim, 6 rebounds. It's a team high for the Lobos. And freshman Maldonado can't get the first free throw to go. Boise State as a team shooting 72% from the free throw line on the season. Maldonado came in 8 for 8. That's our first miss of the season. Rattles in the second one. 67-61. Hargrove dribbles out of the pressure, passes ahead to Padilla. Padilla inside to Najuma, and she misses a layup, hits the underside of the rim. Antonio grabs it and fires a pass into the backcourt. And it's a turnover. Almost a little quick right there. 6-point lead. And with the dangerous 3-point shooters Boise State has, the Lobos have to lock down the perimeter. Hansen straight on 3-point shot. No good. Magalish with the rebound, and she's shoved down to the floor. And it was just bodies in the air going for a 50-50 ball. Maldonado called for the foul. That's 4th foul on the freshman, 14th foul on the Broncos. They'll pick up full court, 60 seconds left. Hargrove, Magalesh. Working back and forth. Magalesh is able to get across with 21 seconds on the shot clock. Magalesh. Probing dribble, bounces out. Antonio has it, finds Padilla. Sideline three. Too strong from Padilla. Hutton with the rebound. 30 seconds left. Boise State trails by 6. Maldonado, open three. Left side, no good. Tap out, who's going to run it down? It's Nyla Padilla. She races into the front court, holds onto the basketball. Double team comes, and she is fouled on the sideline with 18.6 seconds left. 2 shots upcoming for Nyla Padilla. Padilla, sophomore from Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Spain, averaging 9.8 points on the season. Is 2 of 10 from 3 in the last 2 games. Padilla has been very important for the Lobos from downtown this season. Just 1 of 6 today, but her defense in the second half, very good. And she goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line in a clutch situation. 69-61. Boise State over their last 5 from the field. And the Broncos, there was a moment in this game. You go back late third quarter. They take the lead after Lobos had a 17-4 lead after the first quarter. Boise State outscored New Mexico 36-21 from the start of the second quarter to late in the third quarter. Broncos led by as many as 6 points, 55-49. That was with 7:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Natalie Pasco, 16 points. Hutton, 15 for the Broncos. 16 points for Magalesh, 11 for Hooks, Antonio, and Hargrove. Lobos have went on this comeback with Hooks on the bench for 4 fouls. 18.6 seconds left. Broncos inbounding in the front court. It's Hansen. Inbounds it, gets it right back. Padilla picks her up. They go to the sideline. Pascal, quick trigger 3, and it doesn't go. Hutton offensive rebound, and she is fouled in the putback attempt. So Hutton will shoot free throws with 10.6 seconds left. Foul goes on Najuma. So Hutton has had a great night in Mountain West play. 15 points and 9 rebounds. Hits the first free throw. Came into the game averaging 7.1 points and 5.9 boards. Played in 30 games last year. And she's able to go 2 for 2 at the foul line. Lobos take the timeout in a 6-point game. With 10.6 seconds left. Now they have to execute the inbound and then hit the free throws. Both teams in the bonus. The Broncos shooting 41% from the field. Lobos 42%. It's been a fun fourth quarter. A back and forth second half as Boise State pulled within 3 at the half. They led by 1, 48-47 to start the fourth quarter. Mexico's 8 of 13 from the field in the fourth quarter. They're 6 of 8 at the free throw line. 0 of 3 from 3 of the Broncos. 5 of 15, just 1 of 8 from 3. Boise State just 5 of 21 from 3. Lobos 2 of 19. So the 2 highest scoring teams in conference play that have been good three-point shooting teams, not hitting their shots, but it's been exciting as Antonio slaps the ball, looking to get in it, bounces it to Hargrove. Hargrove bounces out of traffic. Broncos give the foul. I'll send the 5th-year guard to the free throw line, and that is the 5th foul on Morgan Maldonado. Freshman Maldonado finished with 6 points and 1 rebound in 15 minutes. Melissa Hargrove What a game for Hargrove. 11 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. This is the first free throw. Hargrove 0-5 from 3. Just 2 made threes for the Lobos. And despite that, they still hit 70 points with Hargrove connecting on the free throw. 70-63 the lead for the Lobos. Hanson has it straight on. She pulls for 3. Comes up short. Najima with the board, and that'll do it. The Lobos are victorious in their Mountain West opener over the Boise State Broncos, 70-63. A fantastic back and forth battle where New Mexico jumped out to a 17-4 lead. Started the game on a 14-0 run. The Broncos show their heart, come back in this game. Lead changes in the fourth quarter. And it's New Mexico with a late push, and it started with their defense. Points off turnovers, 19 for the Lobos, as they get the win tonight against the Broncos. We'll await our post-game conversation with head coach Mike Bradbury. The Lobos have their final huddle at center court. Throw up the dub in game 1 of Mountain West play. No field goals for the last 3 minutes and 9 seconds for Boise State. The Lobos outscored the Broncos 23-15 in the fourth quarter. And it's a 7-point victory, and hugs and smiles, and a hard-earned victory for the Lobos. As head coach Mike Bradbury comes over and joins us here post-game. Lobos victorious by 7. Coach, defensively, you guys really turned the tide there in the fourth quarter. Alyssa Hargrove, Nyla Padilla, how were you able to get those steals and score in transition?
I mean, we finally got some pressure on the ball, and that was the game plan going in. And, we just didn't have it for a while. And we had some kids in that defense is not their specialty. But I think, once we got to the last 7-8 minutes, we went with our best defensive team, and, we turned it up and got some turnovers and things like that and made it a lot better.
In the third quarter, Destiny Hooks had 7 points, picked up that early fourth foul. But the aggressiveness from Hooks in the third quarter, and then Antonio as well got going in the fourth for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Destiny was good. She's sick today, and she battled as much as she could, and was just struggling a little bit defensively, a little bit sluggish. And that's why we didn't get her in, down the stretch there.
We talked about it pregame, how you guys have started the game, but you go on a 14-0 run. What was working so early just to set the tone?
We were guarding them, and again, we had those people out there, and we were guarding them, and that led to some transition baskets.
Now, Coach, you had a hard non-conference schedule. You put this team through a lot. How do you feel that helped you, especially in the second half, when they came back and you were playing that back-and-forth game?
Yeah, I mean, Boise's really good, obviously. They're going to be top 2 or 3 in the league, and, this is a home game, so we needed to get one here because, at some point we got to go back up there. So, we're happy that we won the game and really happy with the way we played the last 6 minutes.
All right, last for your coach, too, Joanna Magalhaes, able to score inside her aggressiveness for you tonight.
Yeah, Joe was tremendous on both ends. Yeah. We need that from her. She's scrappy. She's a good player, and we need consistency out of Joe.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks, JJ.
Head coach Mike Bradbury with us post-game after Lobos victory 70-63 over Boise State. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that joined us tonight on the Mountain West Network. An awesome job from Chase Christensen and his crew. They are so busy this season, and we appreciate all the work that he puts in to put on the product that you guys see on the Mountain West Network. And you were treated to a great one tonight between 2 conference contenders, and the Lobos able to pull out the big fourth quarter, outscored Boise State 23-15. Destiny Hooks a little bit under the weather, but looked fantastic right there with that steal and transition basket as she finished with 11 points. 4 Lobos scored in double figures, led by Joanna Magalhaes. Boise State had Libby Hunt at 17 and Natalie Pascal at 16. And the two best scoring offenses in the conference. Well, it came down to defense in the fourth quarter for the Lobos. And once again, a big thank you to everyone on the Mountain West Network, Chase Christensen and company. Awesome job. We will be back with you on the Mountain West Network New Year's Eve, 1 o'clock against Wyoming. The postgame show on the UNM Sports Radio Network will continue after this. And this is Lobo Basketball right here on the Mountain West Network and UNM Sports Radio Network.